कंफर्म करो यार ये मेरे को। अच्छा, ठीक है। So we were talking about the other two parts of consolidation previously, AMD continuation and AMD reversal. We have gone over that. Now we will today be discussing about the last part of consolidation, which is true breakout. Now we know price always expands from a consolidation. Okay, done. Now when to frame a true breakout, how to frame a true breakout, where to frame a true breakout. After price engages a level which is an extreme high or extreme low, you look for true breakout at these areas. Basically, you don't look for true breakout, but you wanna see or where you wanna see to be at the first point. इसको लाता हूँ इधर. Like you wanna look for true breakout at areas where you would look to see manipulation. Like these, these, these. Like if price takes that, immediately comes back. If you remember what I said about what I said in AMD reversal, accumulation manipulation immediately come back, then this is a manipulation candidate, price reversing from here, right? Now, what if price tags this and would have happened to you and keeps going till here or even higher? How to frame that? That's when you use true breakout. Price taking out a relevant extreme of a high. This is not an extreme for me. These are not relevant extremes. This is a relevant extreme. This is a relevant. Why relevant? Because I would not try to frame anything from these. That's why only marking this. Once price tags this, you wanna see if price shows immediate move back inside the range or if price shows lack of willingness to come back inside the range and then immediately starts moving away also. If price shows immediate move back inside the range, this is considered as a manipulation. If price tags a range high or be it a range low, right, shows lack of willingness to come back inside the range and immediately starts to move away, this is true breakout. The closure over the opposing candles formed while coming back inside the range, when gets closed over, this is the framework telling you that this is a true breakout over this range high and price is not showing any relevance to this range high and is in a continuation to another objective. Then you frame continuation in the same direction. I will repeat. If price comes back immediately inside, this is a manipulation candidate, right? But if price shows lack of willingness to return back inside the range and start aggressively moving away, then after price closes over these opposing candles formed while price was coming towards the range, then this close over these opposing candles confirms a true breakout over this range high and price is telling that it is displacing through these highs, forming a true breakout over these and continuing to more objectives in the same direction, giving a continuation move. Then you want to frame, you can use this as a framework, depends on the time frame, or you can use this even as an entry, depends on the time frame, depends on your time zone. You can use this as a framework to then frame move higher on low time frames, or you can even use this as an entry, anything. Now going on to the schematic, back to the schematic. Three things we are talking about: true breakout, consolidation, to expansion, consolidation to expansion. Now, price could have left this as well. There's no problem in that because can displace directly from a consolidation without manipulating any end. Ideally, you want to align true breakout with the underlying order flow. I have gone over order flow a few times. I went over order flow in the expansions lesson. If I get asked for it, I will repeat it. Order flow is basically a bullish order flow is when price rejects lows, is when price rejects lows and displaces through highs. Rejects lows, displaces through highs. Rejecting lows, displacing through highs. This is bullish order flow. Vice versa for bearish order flow. Bearish order flow is when price rejects highs, uses highs as a point of interest, as a sponsor for the move, as a fuel. कैसे बनाऊं इसको ये कुछ ज्यादा ही बन गया. Rejects highs, displaces through lows. Rejects highs, displaces through lows. This is bearish order flow. So you wanna basically align everything with order flow. Now this is to breakout. Why? Price tags the range high, relevant range high, comes back towards the range and immediately moves away, closing over the opposing candles. This could be used as an entry function or could be used. ये चलना मैं मार भी चलाऊंगा. Or could be used as a framework to then frame the move, this move higher, frame this move higher towards the objective, frame this continuation higher. True breakout means continuation in the same direction. True breakout over the range high, over the consolidation. Price can directly break through a consolidation without a manipulation. No manipulation on range highs. Directly breaking through consolidation. That's when you use true breakout. Price comes back towards the range, then immediately moves away. This is bearish scenario. No manipulation. Directly breaks through one end. This is bullish scenario. And if some of you have heard about support turned resistance, resistant turned support, you can view this that way also. Price using these highs as an inverse level. You can say resistance turned support anyway, but I don't frame it that way, but anyway for you to learn it the easy way. इतना समझ आया फिर. If you have understood this, I will go over a few examples. After true breakout is confirmed, you then use this closer over the opposing candles formed on the range high as a framework to then frame the continuation higher to the next objective. You look for true breakout at points you were supposed to be watching for manipulation or where manipulation could happen. Like price could have manipulated this high and gave a move lower. But for manipulation, we want price coming immediately back inside. Did price come immediately back inside? Aggressive displacement back inside the range? No. This will get much clear when I will show a few examples. This much is clear? I guess so, yes. Okay. Examples. This is a position I personally took First, talking about order flow. Clearly rejecting lows, displacing through highs. Rejecting lows, displacing through highs. Bullish order flow, right? Now, day starts here. This day formed reversal. This day was a continuation move of it. Low of the day formed here. This is a continuation move of it. Now range high, range low. This you can view this move as AMD continuation to then frame it to only here. Okay, you don't know if price can go till this objective. No, completely not. Right? You don't know if this makes price go directly here because you are supposed to be framing MD continuation in this way only. Price sweeps out opposing end. You then frame it only till here. Okay, but what can happen after price tags this end? Either a manipulation if price comes immediately back inside after taking out the range high. But what it does instead tags the range high, tags the range high. Now if it comes immediately back inside, showing aggressive move back inside, this would be considered as a manipulation to then go lower. But we know price can directly break through a range or can manipulate it. Two ways price can leave a range. If you guys remember, two ways price can leave a range, manipulating one side or breaking through one side. Now, I personally framed it as well that day. I will show you my position as well. Now, price comes back but isn't displacing much lower below the range high, right? Formed an opposing candle on the range high. Then price immediately closes over this. This looks exactly like what I thought here. Takes out the range high, comes towards the range, but not displaces much back inside the range, and immediately closes over the opposing candle formed at the range high. Vice versa for lows if you are framing bearish, right? क्या कहाँ बात में? This either can be used as an entry framework or can be used as a framework to then frame continuation higher. Now we know price is breaking through this, price is forming true breakout over this range high. So what becomes the next objective? Clear objective, right? But I didn't have that much expectation for the single day. But if did I took, yes, I took it here, used it directly as an entry function, then added to my position as well in the continuation legs. And will show you my position as well. And there it reaches the main objective. That's how you frame true breakout. If using it as an entry objective here, why 15 minute is a bit justified for me and not that much of a range that I am okay with placing my stop loss directly on M15. So I'm okay with it. And now showing you my position on that one. True breakout over range high. First position immediately on this closure. Second, first position on 830, right? Immediately on this closure, 830 tags me in. Second position after this opposing candle, lower time frame closes. This is advanced. Adding to the position, don't focus more on it. One position here, one here. This position was immediately using true breakout as a source नहीं बोल सकते, as a way of entering. You true breakout using true breakout as an entry function. I will post this one. अभी नहीं पोस्ट कर सकता इसको. गो. सबसे पहले इसको पोस्ट करना है. अब कर सकता हूँ. ये तो लिख लिया. Example 1. This example is where I was using true breakout as a source of entry function. Now I will show you one example where I was using true breakout as a source of framework because of the time frame, because of the time. दूसरी कौन सी थी? अच्छा ये दोनों गोल्ड की थी सिर्फ. ओके. ट्रू ब्रेकआउट ओवर रेंज है. बूम बूम बूम. ठीक है. इसको करते हैं क्रॉस. अब दूसरी थी RTY या ES. ओके. A relevant low, right? Price tags this, comes back. This move back inside could be framed as a manipulation of this low to then reverse higher, or a retracement back in any way. Okay. Now, when price, I have no sense of thinking bearish immediately after this close. It was only after price closed that way that I could be able to think, okay, price formed an opposing candle at a range low, immediately closed below it with aggression. Same thing. Breaks through range low here, comes back, immediately moves away, closing below the opposing candle formed at here. Now, as it is on the daily time frame, that's why I will not use it for an entry function. Clearly makes sense, right? I will use it here as a framework. So now, if this is not the relevant low, this is not the low supposed to uh, give supposed to make price run higher from here, then price targets the next relevant objective, which is this. So this true breakout gives you framework to then look for shorts towards here. नाइस। और ये मैंने खुद भी करे थे, हाँ हाँ हाँ। This much is clear or should I give more examples? है तो है मेरे पास, पोस्ट नहीं करूँगा। आरटीवाई पे है ना, डेली पे ही है डायरेक्ट, इतना क्या जाना। Range low, price comes back towards it, forms an opposing candle, closes below it, using this as a framework, either here, or if it doesn't stop there as well, then there. ये लो टाइम फ्रेम पे ट्रू ब्रेकआउट होगा इसके नीचे, H4 पे, यहाँ के नीचे। देखने दो इधर, कंफ्यूज मत होना, अगर नहीं भी दिखे कोई चक्कर नहीं है। डन 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 डन। इसको नहीं भी देखो, इसी को देख लो, सिर्फ काफी है। ओके है, ओके है मेरे लिए तो है। समझ आ गई? This much is clear, I expect. If yes, then we will wrap up. Any doubts? Boom, boom, boom. भाई जितना सोचा था उससे ज़्यादा आसान वे में हो गया, बस मेरे को लगा कुछ 1 घंटा प्रिपेयर करने में, वो ज़्यादा आसानी वे में गया। अब हम कल करेंगे रिवर्सल और कल ही ख़त्म कर देंगे। कल है सैटरडे, संडे या नेक्स्ट वीक ओएलएचसी ख़त्म, और शुरू क्या करना था मैंने, डेली प्रोफाइल है नेक्स्ट वीक। ओएलएचसी, ओएचएलसी और डेली प्रोफाइल्स होप सो ख़त्म करने की कोशिश। So the next topic would be reversal, which is the last phase of price. That would be covered tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Next week would be the main deal, OLHC, OHLC, my way, and daily profiles. How I incorporate daily profiles or how I participate in the daily PO3 and align it with my concepts, with my understanding. Okay, then we will wrap it up here. Bye bye.